Hey friendos, my name is Nez and welcome back for some more Monster Camp. Today we're back at it again for another secret ending. Last time I said we were almost done making videos on almost all of the secret endings and I was mistaken. We've actually only made videos for half of them. We have a ton to go apparently, which is great because that means more content for us. I wonder who will romance today. I feel like we should go after Damien. Let's play. One player, short game. Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraces on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us it did. Who are you? Let's play as Yellow.
I brought sunscreen.
One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were going to ask on the meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Jojima, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless of times. Ravi Mishra, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculus Hewlett-Packard, a library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dolly Aquino, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. David LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Mila Belladonna, a Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who was profoundly in love with life and all of its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the very first step well taken. And so it was clear it came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Who do we break the ice with? We go with Damien, break the ice by doing something unexpected on the bus. We start a fire. That's how we get Damien's attention. You want to start a fire, huh? That's my specialty! I've been sussing out this bus for flammability and sustained fireball potential ever since we left! I think with the right amount of TNT and explosive anger we could... Just then a voice comes over the bus intercom. David LeVay, for the last time, if you light up the bus on fire, I will abandon you at the next stop. Fuck, figures the bus driver would be fucking lame. Fine, Nazar Fire's gonna have to wait, but I'll be looking out for you at camp when that time comes. That we shall. We only had 3 weeks left though to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid and we were ready to start. Week 1, morning. Where do we hang out? Let's go to the Camp Dome. It's a typical bloody Camp Dome battle royale. While you're hiding to catch your breath, a severed fist flies through the air and lands in your lap. You unfold it, the fist was holding a tarnished silver locket containing the photo of a loved one, likely waiting for the hand's former owner to return home safely. You toss that behind you and find a crumpled up coupon redeemable for 2 charm at Pedro's Pastrami Paradise. Rad, thanks mysterious hand! Damon's in the middle of a classic Camp Spooky sack race, an ancient camp tradition steeped in blood, hate, and the quiet dignity of a burlap sack. Damon's about to win the whole enchilada when out of nowhere, Morty the Minotaur Camp Rival Camp's resident hypersexualized man-bull pulls into the lead. Fuck! At the last moment, Damon heroically dives headfirst towards the finish line. Sure, he lands on his face, but the tip of his horn crossed the finish line first. But Morty the Minotaur also has horns, and he also ate shit just to get his massive thick horns across the finish line. It's a tie. Why can't anything be easy in this game? Hey, you fire boy! You think I'll be okay with a tie? I'm a man, which means I'll never accept defeat, and I'm a bull, which means I hate the color red! You want to listen to what Morty is saying, but you're honestly too distracted by the soft jiggles of his greasy muscles in that filthy sack.
Fight me, dude!
Thought I'd never say this, but you're right. Losing is for noobs, and I'm not gonna lose to you, beef brain! Get ready for some fucking heat! Tying for first place isn't losing, but these two have wild Naruto Sasuke energy right now, and no way are you disturbing their sexy rival tension. There's only one way to settle this, you fun-sized package of red hots. Agreed, bullface, it's a walk-off. Holy shit, it's a walk-off. Let's make this a clean walk-off. Old school rules. First model walks, second model duplicates and elaborates. Only partial nudity is allowed, but ball cleavage is fair game! Damien struts onto the runway for the first walk. He perfectly executes a classic combo in a 1990s runway strut jacket unzip and then the 3.28 second pause at the end of the runway. Morty follows. He matches Damien's walk move and even adds some extremely suggestive hip thrust and 46% a Hegao face. Nice!
Fight.
Not bad, Demon Boy! We're pretty evenly matched. My all-American beefcake vibes are perfectly countered by your intense bad boy style. But I wonder how long you can last. Morty's ready to go another 10 rounds easy, but Damien's shaking and sweating and you saw him secretly barf into his own pocket. He's not going to last much longer. Damn it, he's pushing me to my fucking limit out there. But I refuse to lose, and I refuse to tie. So that means I've gotta fucking win. Damien needs a perfect walk-off move to end this, something Morty the Minotaur could never do, which is... Damien's signature look, spicy red babyface TM. Or flirt really hard with Morty's mom. Let's flirt. Damien struts down the runway and straight into Morty's mom's house. Morty's mom is baking an apple pie in the kitchen. Wait, how does the runway lead to my mom's house? That is not fair! Damien leans in close towards Morty's mom, gently places his hand under her chin, then slowly raises her head. They're centimeters apart. Well, at the risk of sounding too forward, but I have a question that's bugging me. How about I take a bite of that wet, juicy pie? Or will I have to steal it from your windowsill? I hate this! Stop it! I appreciate that my mom has a sex life, but not knowing about it is a healthy boundary I want to maintain!
You win
I
this round.
fucking quit! You win, you skinny, horny demon! Damien won the walk-off, which is good, but now he's gonna bang Morty's mom instead of you, which is bad. Okay, just so we're clear, that was all an act to beat your son and walk off. I know there's nothing wrong with this, but banging the mom of a fellow camper feels kinda wrong. Not my jam. Oh, no worries. I only fuck hot secret bulls brought from the sea by an almighty god Poseidon. Dang, Greek mythology is weird. Can I still get 2 pieces of that pie, though? Morty's mom gives Damien some slices of pie. You end up having a lovely picnic together. You successfully got Damien to win the walk-off and even got apple pie for you both. You get 2 fun, 1 bonus, and 1 apple pie slice. Amazing. Week 1, evening. Where do we hang out? Let's go to the lake. You spend the day playing the lake. Everything is fun until you're mesmerized by a strange song. It's the Sirens. They try to lure you with their beautiful chants, but you know better and challenge them to a riff-off. They kick your ass, but you definitely have a lot of fun. More specifically, too fun. You find Damien standing on the pier throwing some matches into the water and saying some pretty creative swears. Soggy eel tits! I came to this camp to kick ass and start fires, but how am I supposed to start fires when there's all this bullshit water here for people to throw at them? I mean, that's what I was thinking, and then I had an idea. I'm gonna set the lake on fire! That'll teach you to sit there being all wet and non-combustible!
Fight me, dude.
That's right, you fucking lake, I'm looking at you! And I'm looking at you because I intend to set you on fire! Oh what? Why are you staring at me like that, you fucking body of water? You think just because your hydrogen has already expanded its volatile energy by reacting with oxygen, you're not flammable? Well. You're right though, you see what I'm up against here, Nez? But I can't give up hope after all Rome was burned in a day. It took a lot of barbarians a long time to do it. Barbarians? I thought the Romans set themselves on fire. Anyway, some history nerd is probably gonna correct me in the comments. Hey yeah, all I really need is a little help. I know this is a pretty intimate request, but would you help me set this lake on fire? You thought he'd never ask, and luckily you've got the perfect plan. Kill 300 Vikings so you can have 300 Viking funerals at once, or humiliate the lake with the sickest burn of all time. Let's go with... kill 300 Vikings. We are not bold enough. You mean in order to start a big fire, we have to do a big murder? Why isn't every plan like this? You and Damien put on your murder suit and go on a killing. You find a Viking melee already in progress and totally crash it. Damien, true to form, rides into fray on a horse made of guns and starts crumpling all Vikings and feeding them to each other. The Vikings, for their part, do a pretty good job of eating Damien's bullets and shitting out battle axes. At the height of the melee, everyone is breathing fire, dunking each other in vats of acid and grabbing tanks by the gun barrel so they can beat each other over the head with them. But all good things must come to an end, and eventually you pack up all the corpses of your enemies in a big sack and drag them back to camp. When you get back, you realize you miscounted. You accidentally harvested 312 Viking corpses. Whoopsie. Nice! We call that a murderous dozen. Anyway, let's slap these bad boys on some longships, fill them up with flammables, and shoot flaming arrows at them until I'm so hard I can't stand up straight. Not so fast! Growls a surly voice from behind you. You turn to find an army of 9,000 pissed off Vikings standing there. The lead Viking scowls at you. Don't tell me you're doing what I think you're doing. What, honoring the dead in the most appropriate way possible? Fuck yeah, that's what we're doing! Do you even realize, says the lead Viking slowly, how much carbon is released into the atmosphere when you set an entire longship on fire? We may love indiscriminate killing and looting, but that doesn't mean we don't care about the environment. Yeah! Shouts another Viking. According to a recent survey, Norway is the second most ecologically friendly country in the world, second only to Costa Rica. Well, how the fuck do you expect us to dispose of all these bodies then? Our preferred method, explains the lead Viking, is alkaline hydrosis, also known as water cremation. The body is placed in a sealed tomb which is then flooded with a mixture of water and lye heated to 300 degrees. The bones are then ground to powder and the resulting corpse slurry is used to fertilize trees. Wait, that sounds metal as hell, but there's no fire involved, does that mean this lake full of water is more metal than me? No, that can't be! Damien wanders away in a gaze, questioning everything he's ever believed. Unfortunately, this leaves you alone to deal with 9,000 pissed off Vikings. You lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. And we're probably dead. Week 1 night. Who do we sit with? Let's go with Calculus turn Damien. Gold star stickers catch a fire's gleam. It's not so often that someone does a fireside presentation, so you head over to investigate this beautiful chart. Friend Damien, I appreciate the attempts at accuracy and clarity of a circle of life chart, but isn't drawing predator-prey lines an actual blood sort of overkill? No, Calculus, there's exactly the right amount of kill! But your current plan involves tracking down and killing every single animal featured on this chart. So? That seems needlessly cruel.
You need to learn from the
But don't you
pros.
see, Cal? Nature herself is needlessly cruel. Think about praying mantises. The female bites off the head of the male when they're done mating. That is not very nice at all. My point exactly. But should we not, as a more evolved species and machine created by aforementioned more evolved species respectively, attempt to be better than that? No, we should be exactly the same as that. Exactly the same? Well, interesting question they're posing. You always have hot takes regardless of your level of knowledge, so why not take a stab at analyzing the nature of nature itself? Well, there are other species who murder their mates too, so when Damien kills, it's not an expression of evilness, it's just horniness. Or Damien, you can't use praying mantises kill their mates as an excuse to murder unless you enter committed relationships with all your victims first. We're siding with Damien.
Is this what people
What an interesting theory you have posited, friend Nez. I must admit that as a machine, the biological need to reproduce is somewhat beyond me in that sense. Damien, is it true that you wish to murder out of horniness? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm super horny all the time. That part is 100% true. And nature being what it is, sometimes I gotta express it through murder. But is there not something else you can do to satiate your sexual desire that does not involve taking a life?
eggplant?
For example, if you are in a bind and cannot find a suitable mate, is it not possible to satiate your sexual desires with yourself?
Got a sixth
Same
sense
problem,
for that.
different solutions, different vibes. Some days it feels like a masturbation day, some days it feels like a murder day, you know? I do not, but I also do not understand other biological creatures' imperatives either, and my research confirms that many species of insects and arachnids kill their mates. I thought perhaps this was more friend Nez's wacky shenanigans, but it is shenanigans backed by science. I may not understand emotions yet, but I do understand that science is an absolute rule. And if science says horny animals commit murder, and you want to commit murder, then you must be horny, which is a natural state.
I bid you
Thank you for enlightening me, my friends. What a wild and wonderful world this is. I learn something new every day.
knives.
Well, that was easy. Anyway, wanna go watch some praying mantises fuck and then murder each other? Why not? First step, watching mantises fuck. Next step, watching you guys fuck each other, which you can't really watch. I mean, you could get a mirror or film it. The point is, yes, you'll go watch mantises fuck. Why the hell not? It's damn spooky. Time to bring out the flasks. We gotta use our skills to get some drinks. Against your better judgment, you decide to visit one that weekend. Just in time. I just prepared a bunch of drinks. I have no idea what they do. They can make you immortal or turn your blood into mayonnaise. You know, wizard in training, drink at your own risk. But if you made up your mind, get ready. Time to start. And I see the genie flask. Okay, we'll be going after that. Time to make sure these assholes don't push us away. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. There we go. Nice-oo. Ah yes, the flask genie. I managed to catch a genie inside this flask. It took me years and you just drank it. I hope you ask for an important wish at least, like ending world hunger. Fuck yeah, you wish to spend time with your summer crush.
Let's do
Plotline unlocked. Still hard to believe you drank that, good luck I guess. Bye one. Week 2 morning. Time to get the plotline started. Where do we go? Let's go to the Camp Dome. That day at the Camp Dome you play a game of tug of war. You see, tug of war is a harder game than it seems. It involves a lot of strategy and there's a secret technique not everyone knows. It's, you need to be strong. You mastered this technique years ago and so you win. The audience is cheering and roaring in joy while you salute them victorious. They throw roses at you, they throw their underwear, someone throws you 2 charm which you happily take. You and Damien have a lovely time sunbathing, the one activity in which he's willing to put aside his enmity with the sun. Every once in a while I let an enemy get a punch in just to make them feel good. Today that enemy's the sun, and the punch is burning me to a fucking crisp for the fun of it. Maybe it's your imagination, but it seems like Damien is starting to feel a little more at home at camp. You hope that maybe, just maybe, have something to do with that. Suddenly the ground starts shaking, trembling, and a crack splits the earth and smoke rises up. Oh fuck, get ready Nez, or should I say, Cool Josh! No, Damien should not say Cool Josh because that isn't your name.
Hello, everyone.
Look, Lucian, our baby boy is surviving on his own at summer camp, so far away from us, completely independent. And we love how independent you are and weren't at all concerned at your survival skills based on any of the letters you sent home. No, we were just traveling from the 8th circle of hell even deeper into the fiery depths, but in a way that somehow involved a totally reasonable detour to the surface. Dads!
So this
Besides, we were so excited to meet this Cool Josh we've heard so many wonderful things about. From the loving way you two are gazing at each other, I assume that this monster is in fact Cool Josh? Yes, of course, this is Cool Josh, who else would it be? Listen, Cool Josh, I know we said we would keep our relationship secret for a while, but you see... My dad's pioneered the idea of love as the ultimate alliance, the ultimate weapon, and the ultimate life goal. I knew how proud it would make them to know that I found a significant other, so I told them about you. I hope that's okay, Cool Josh. Is it okay, right, Cool Josh? Damien glares at you, you nod. If there's one thing you're an expert on, it's romance-adjacent shenanigans. Oh, what a perfectly normal conversation between two people with an established relationship as significant others. So tell us, Cool Josh, how did you meet our pride and joy Prince Damien LeVay of the 8th Circle of Hell? Fuck, you can lie your way through this. This is what you spend all those hours training on Wattpad at 3 AM for. Well... We met on a transatlantic voyage Damien took with his rich fiancée, Cal Hockley, but he joined me in 3rd class where we danced, drew each other naked, and fucked in the car. Or Damien pretended to be my boyfriend when I needed to fool my parents, but what started as a fake relationship blossomed into a real one. Yes, of course, Damien used to pretend to be our boyfriend and now we're legit. Yeah, that's right. Oh my word, that's absolutely precious. How naive your parents must be, Cool Josh, to fall for such an obvious ruse. Yes, but perhaps the peasantry, and especially peasantry outside of hell, aren't conditioned to look for lies and danger in every sentence.
My love.
You make an excellent point, dear. Keeping the 8th circle secure means constantly being primed for deception. Haha, we would never fall for the fake dating trick. No, of course not! Like he said, you're the kings of hell! No one is more aware than you are! Plus, since Damien has attempted such deceptions in the past, we have developed several foolproof ways of testing to see if a relationship is real. You, what now? Yes, we built a whole room for your significant other to stay in while they visit. It's in the dungeon, and it has a chair to strap people down and force them to take extensive and foolproof lie detector tests. Or if we are suspicious that they may be skilled enough liars so as to deceive even a lie detector, we have engineered a perfect vivisection of the heart to determine whether or not true love for you lies there. It's incredibly painful, but incredibly effective. You stare down the kings of hell as Damien sweats profusely. Of course, since Cool Josh is so clearly on the level, none of that will be necessary. How lucky that you two were deceiving Cool Josh's parents and not Damien's, or else someone would have been chained up with an excavated heart. Ah, yes, that would be funny. Luckily, Cool Josh's parents are gullible. We never want anyone to treat you, Damien, the way we would treat a deceiver. You and Damien breathe out sighs of relief and Damien winks at you. It's nice to share a deadly secret. So nice that it gives you 2 boldness and 1 fun. We finally got to meet Damien's dads. I think that was first teased a year ago in the Monster Prom mod series. Anyway though, week 2 evening, where do we go? Let's go to Scout HQ. That day, there's a guest speaker at Monster Scouts HQ. She's a Weird Eagle Monster Scout here to tell you all about advancing through the levels. Her speech is surprisingly interesting. She started out at Camp Spooky just like you, and worked super hard to earn every single badge. She also hints at some possible foul play, including her murdering a high-level scout and wearing her skin as a disguise in order to advance through the ranks. Sure is inspiring. You're too busy flirting with your friends to dedicate that kind of time to Monster Scouts, but still, her speech instills you with true creativity. Another day at Camp Spooky, another spooky adventure. Today, you're all about that water sports life, but the actual kind. Oh man, I can't wait to get in those lake shallows for some sweet waterboarding. You ask if perhaps he means surfing or even boogie boarding. I said what I meant and I meant what I said. Now to just find my shackles, pass me the bag, will you? It's so hard to find things in here. Hiking boots, reflective jacket for night murders, extra underwear, bazooka, sunglasses for day murders. Club, large club, huge club. Wait, I didn't pack this. My dads have snuck this in. They're so worried about me. They act like I don't know anything. Also, what the fuck is this thing? You tell him that it's a cheese grater because it's a, cheese grater. A cheese grater? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you grate something that's already grated? My dads are super smart and cool, so if they put something in my bag, it must be for a good reason. Maybe it's for bludgeoning a specific type of monster, similar to a bugbear bludgeoner or a kappa bludgeoner. It could be for zombies or a djinn or Frankenstein's monsters, or the embodiment of fear itself. I should just hit people in the head until I figure out who it's supposed to bludgeon. Oh no. Maybe you should suggest an alternate use for the cheese grater that isn't bludgeoning you, but also isn't grating cheese. Well, it's a very aggressive back scratcher to get those pesky itchy spots on your back that are hard to reach. Or it's abstract modern art for use in a case of an abstract modern art emergency. Yeah, that's it.
No.
Abstract art, don't be stupid! My dads are the king and the king of hell! No way they're gonna give me something useless! Plus, there's no such thing as an abstract art emergency!
Huh?
They're coming! They're coming! Oh my god, save yourselves! They're coming! Polly, are you on some super shrooms again?
Seriously?
No, I mean yes, but that's not the point. A pack of wild art critics have invaded the camp! They're horrible! All square glasses and skinny scarves! We're dead, bros, dead! Everyone hold really still! Maybe they'll think we're a performance art piece. Damien poses lifting a cheese grater aloft. The rest of you gather around him, creating a beautiful tableau. The art critics come lopping over the horizon, running on all fours, foaming at the mouths as their bleach hair flops in the breeze and their thick-rimmed glasses jostle. A single tear of terror trickles slowly down Scott's cheek, but the art critics don't notice. They're too busy sniffing the cheese grater, their eyes wild as they make a mental note to write that the physical piece may have been full of holes, but the narrative it spoke to was not. The art critics gallop away, opening wildly to one another.
Did someone say
Thank God we're safe! This calls for a celebration! I think I'll do some super shrooms! Wait, Polly! You already did all the super shrooms! And the sound of RuPaul's classic bop Call Me Monster fills the air. It's Damon's ringtone. He answers on speaker, it's his dad's. Hi, sweetheart, says the king of hell. We're on a break from shoving spiders down people's throats and thought we'd check on you. We wanted to make sure you saw the surprise we put in your bag, he continues. It's your very own cheese grater. We know how much you love grated cheese on your pasta, says the other king of hell. So we wanted to make sure you can have it even if the camp chef isn't competent. In which case, we could also come and rip his eyelids off, my darling. Wait, Nez was right. It is a cheese grater, but cheese is born grated. Oh no, says the other king of hell. We grate buckets of cheese each week just for you, my favorite son. We also packed you a hunk of patino, your favorite. Oh, huh. Well, thanks, dads. Question, do we think a cheese grater might also be a piece of abstract art? Pack of wild art critics seem to really appreciate it. No, son, says the king of hell. Art critics are just stupid. We have to go replace everyone's teeth with harmonics now, but have a wonderful time at Camp Spooky, dear, says the other king of hell, and enjoy grating cheese and waterboarding. Whoa, that was crazy! Who knew cheese didn't start out grated? Certainly not us!
Oh, you're
I'm glad you gave me such a cool fucking use for it before we knew the truth. Now go get me a bucket of water. You're a little concerned Damien is going to waterboard you, but it turns out he just wants to make pasta. You two enjoy a delicious pasta with grated patino. I have no idea how to pronounce that, and you guys are definitely gonna make fun of me again in the comments. You gain 2 charm, 1 fun, and 1 tummy full of pasta, the best trait of them all. Week 2, night.
I hope I don't interrupt any conversation.
Who do we sit with? Let's go with Dahlia and Milo. You're searching the campfire for drop s'mores you can eat when you run into Dahlia and Milo, both crowded around Dahlia's phone. So as I was saying, I had to conquer the kingdom in the 4th circle. They insulted me by being a kingdom that exists that I don't rule. Duh! That makes perfect sense, darling. It's like I always say, keep your friends close and hold your enemies like a baby bird that you could crush in your hand with one careless move. So after I slaughtered their royal family and claimed the throne, I decimated half the population. It's a fun way to encourage obedience to my wrath. But here's the weird part. I tweeted about the whole thing on Hell Twitter, and I'm getting replies calling me a violent tyrant and who is totally evil and not cool. Apparently there's some kind of hashtag trending about it. I keep seeing hashtag Blue Scourge of Death, hashtag Dahlia Scandal, hashtag 4th Circle Burning. Oh dear, well, you've come to the right place. They don't call me the feed doctor for nothing. Dahlia darling, what exactly did you tweet? 4th Circle losers, I killed half your people, ha ha ha! Welcome to rule of my iron fist, population you! Hashtag violent, hashtag violence, hashtag ha ha! Dahlia, that is a total emergency! You hashtag like a boomer! Oh, and the rest of it is pretty bad optics too. Fascinating, I never considered the optics of conquering a kingdom. But now that you've mentioned it, I know exactly what to do. Find and murder everyone who tweeted anything even slightly critical of me. I shall drink the blood of what I can only assume from the profile pictures a legion of anime girls. Listen, Dahlia, I really do understand how you feel, but because I am a true empath that understands literally every possible emotion. But I'm afraid this is a little more complicated than just murdering a few anon accounts. We've got to flip your narrative here and get public opinion on your side. That way you could conquer 1,000,000 kingdoms, and everyone will just cheer you on and admire how you're increasing the number of women in high-ranking government positions. Milo, I like the sound of that! Dahlia, ruler of 1,000,000 kingdoms! Maybe I'll even take a harem! Here's my official recommendation. Partner with some 4th Circle influencers. I'm talking snap stories, posts, giveaways, fake relationships, fake breakups, everything. Ah, I see! I'll partner with the most influential people in the 4th Circle so I can inevitably murder them! It'll really crush the will of the people! Oh gosh, Dahlia does not seem to be absorbing Milo's social media finesse. Steer these deadly cuties in the right direction. Well, upload a video of you decimating the population with Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande as a background song, so it's all about feeling empowered. Or show people that you changed by writing a nice poem on how bad you feel. This way the countless deaths won't be for nothing, they'll be an inspiration for a nice poem. Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande. You agree with Dahlia, she doesn't need to stop murdering, if anything, she needs to murder more. She just needs a good soundtrack to make it all inspiring. That's an awesome idea! Done and uploaded! You two are preposterous. I'm certain that's not going to work. First off, it's a very transparent and bad faith take on empowerment. Secondly, Ariana and I are still technically feuding over her Grammy dress. She used the exact shade of my skin tone for that grey monstrosity of a garment. Milo, how dare you insult Ariana Grande? Can't you tell my hairstyle is obviously a tribute to her signature ponytail? Milo's about to argue back, but before they can get a chance, Dahlia's phone blows up with replies of her latest tweet. You read through them. Dahlia decimated my people and I lost my entire family. Now that's my kind of feminism. Women can be murderers too, hashtag boss bitch. Super interesting tweet from Dahlia. Gotta say, she killed half my people, so she really is a dangerous woman like me. Nice to see someone be real on Twitter, lol. My parents died in Dahlia's decimation of the 4th Circle capital, but damn, Ariana Grande's songs are so catchy, now it's hard to tell if I like or dislike the content. Wow, I didn't think this was possible, but I guess I was wrong about social media. Oh dear god, is this how grandparents feel? Am I a grandparent? Milo leaves to go stare in the mirror and contemplate their existence and also learn how to be a good grandparent. That worked perfectly! Good job, Nez! I guess you're pretty good at flipping the narrator or whatever. Hey, don't you dare flip me! I wonder what song I can annihilate my enemies to next. I think Selena Gomez would be a good fit for an upcoming siege, now that I think about it. You spend an evening sharing a pair of headphones with Dahlia. You two make a whole playlist of songs Dahlia can play while she crushes the skull of her enemies. You name it, Dolly and Nez hot summer playlist, beach to murder study too, and maybe also bone if the mood is right. Bring out your flasks. Time for a drink, we'll take a gamble. That weekend, you visit your old pal Juan, he knows a thing or two about getting wasted. Bueno, bueno. Look who's here. I was just experimenting with these drinks here. I was about to throw them away, but I have a feeling you're reckless enough to give them a try, am I right? What about this one? Oh, the pizza. No idea if I got the recipe right, wanna try it? Otherwise, you always have the mystery box. Ooh, the mystery box. We don't wanna fuck up our plot line, so we'll go with the box. Please don't be bad. Ah, average. The mystery box, how bold of you. Hope you're happy with it, no refunds. I see, we got the average. Sometimes you just want to blend in with the masses. Not me, I love to stand out. But in any case, for those moments I created this, the average. It'll average all your stats. Maybe one day being average will be being the new cool, who knows?
Okay. But just
777777. Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Week 3 morning. Where do we go? I say we go to the Haunted Manor. That day in the Haunted Manor, a little clown man rides a tricycle up to you and asks if you'd like to play a game. Cool, you love games. You suggest Monopoly and Scattergories. The clown man tells you to find the exit in an hour or he's gonna rip off all your skin. You're not super into that idea, so you decide to compromise by going to an escape room and solving some puzzles together. It's a lot of fun, but you don't gain fun here, you gain 2 boldness instead. Every day at Camp Spooky is truly a blessing. Today, that blessing is watching a demon fight a tree for looking at him the wrong way.
I'm a pro
Ha!
camper.
Take that, you stupid tree! That'll teach you for having eyes on your bark! That's a tree joke! Suddenly, the earth trembles and lava spews forth from the depths and 2 figures rise from the deep. Dads, what are you doing here?
Our baby
Taking
boy.
our #1 son out for family brunch, of course, and bringing our #1 cool Josh along. Isn't even brunch time. It's always brunch time when your dads are here. Shall we away? Rhetorical question. I'm transporting us right now. You find yourself immediately whisked away to a cute little diner not too far from the campsite. Isn't this nice? Who doesn't love a family brunch? Just a couple royal demons from hell and cool Josh. Oh, waiter! A waiter approaches, seemingly concerned about the nature of his clientele. My darling husband will have a steak raw and a side of all the jalapenos you have in your entire restaurant.
Oh, the fiery
And the fiery light of my life, Lord of Hell, will have a bowl of whatever knives you have lying around on your kitchen. Extra sharp, no ketchup. This is so embarrassing! And I totally aspire to have what they have someday. Ordering for your partner is the ultimate proof of how well you know them. You don't need telling twice. You quickly order for Damien, knowing exactly what he would say. Well, fire, metal, vulnerability issues, crime, gah! Or I know one delicacy Damien can't go a day without eating, but I don't think that'll be on the menu, wink. No, fire, metal, vulnerability issues. What? How do you know about the LeVay chili? Damien, did you reveal our family's greatest secrets? Never, Dad! School Josh just knows me so well that he gets exactly the elements I love most about! My, you are an impressive partner for our darlingest Damien! I suppose we can let you in on the process since you're already so insane. In a pot of fire in the deepest depths of hell, you throw in the most spicy and dangerous hell peppers, melting tons of actual metal to ensure healthful quantities of iron. Then into the fire, we throw anyone suspected of committing crimes against the crown. These traitors have vulnerability issues in that they are vulnerable to the combination of fire and metal, which is an issue because it kills them. Then together as one, the entire family screams "Gah!" into the pot to add the raw energy of anger and screams. It's our most secret ingredient. Dads, just thinking about the LeVay chili brings a tear to my eye because of how much I love it and because of how supernaturally spicy it is. I always look forward to assassination attempts against the crown since it means we're having LeVay chili night. Truly cool, Josh. It is as if you're already one of the family. Anyway, waiter, who's been here the whole time? Do you have any LeVay chili? No, says the waiter, looking nervous that he might be thrown into a pot of hellfire for knowing this secret. Bummer! Do you have mac and cheese? They do. Apparently, this is an okay substitute, and Damon and his dads are all pleased with you. You and Damon split the mac and cheese, and you manage not to cry eating it despite the insane amount of hot sauce he's added. All in all, the whole experience gives you 2 charm and 1 fun. We've had so many events with Damon's dads, I feel like we're practically part of the family now.
Take a minute to think.
Week 3 evening. Where do we go? Let's go to the manor again. That day, find a mirror in the haunted manor, but instead of showing your reflection, it shows you an exaggerated evil version of yourself. Evil you says, "You will never surmount your insecurities. Look at how perfect I am, and look at how flawed you are. Nobody will ever love you." Counterpoint, many of your perceived flaws are totally fabricated by greedy companies looking to make a profit by promising to fix things you literally can't control. As soon as you say that, Evil you shrieks bloody murder and disappears. Nice! You gain 2 fun because you're amazing just the way you are. You're hanging out with Damien, making 2 people totally dating matching bracelets just in case. Okay, next step, show me your bicep. We're getting 2 people totally dating tattoos. Hold still! Luckily for you, that is the exact moment that the earth opens up and you're swallowed into hell. For most people, being swallowed into hell would not be lucky, but in this case it is.
Hello,
Dear son, Prince Damien of the 8th Circle of Hell.
So this
And
is
hello, dear Cool Josh, who is dating Prince Damien of the 8th Circle of Hell. We thought that since brunch went so well, we would escalate to the next natural stage of integrating with your significant other's family. Attending the opera together. The Kings of Hell snap their fingers and you and Damien are both consumed by hellfire, but it doesn't hurt too bad. When the fire stops, you're wearing a killer outfit, fancy enough for a royal hell opera. Wow! You look amazing! Cool Josh! You smile, knowing that Damon's near slip of the tongue to reveal your real name probably means he means to give you a slip of the tongue, if you know what I mean. You're halfway through the first act of Die Flutter Mouse when suddenly a nearby cacodemon starts having a medical emergency. Oh wow, actual Doom reference. Oh no, that cacodemon is having a medical emergency, and I believe he is part of our infantry. It's vital that we keep him alive. From over here, it looks like he's having some sort of brain crisis. Thank God you're here, Cool Josh. Damon is always texting us about how amazing of a neurosurgeon you are. Yep, that is a thing I frequently say, that I'm so proud of your skills as a neurosurgeon. You're a neurosurgeon, right, Cool Josh? Ah, fuck. Cool Josh may be a neurosurgeon, but Nez sure fucking isn't. Time to think fast. Well. Good neurosurgeons save lives, great neurosurgeons know when to separate their professional life from their personal life, just say no. Or good neurosurgery is like jazz, just grab a scalpel and improvise, man. No. We will separate our professional life from our personal one. We will not be saving lives today. We are on break. Wow. You know, we were concerned about Damien dating someone with such a time-consuming and high-stakes job. Not to mention the stereotype that surgeons are egotistical as well as preoccupied. We didn't want Damien doomed to have a cold partner, always prioritizing work over love. But your willingness to let an innocent stranger die rather than interrupt your evening with your boyfriend and his family proves that isn't true.
I see a bright
future for the 2 of you, with a future becoming brighter with every shriek of the cacodemon's loved ones screaming for a doctor. You feel guilty about ignoring those screams, but you are not in fact a doctor, so there's literally nothing you could have done anyway. Instead, you focus your attention on clearly focusing your attention on Damien, to prove to his parents that you can focus on Damien. Wow, Cool Josh, you surely are an attentive partner! Dads, are you proud of me for finding such an attentive partner?
We
are always proud of you, number 1 son, and we're always proud of Cool Josh for being warm to you and cold to the dying. You have a lovely night at the opera where everyone's singing sounds extra lovely compared to the earlier screaming of the now presumably dead deceased cacodemon. Afterwards, the King of Hells introduce you to the whole cast, and they even let you stand on stage. Damien takes your hand, perhaps to continue the illusion that you're fake dating. Or perhaps because he wanted to. You hope it's the latter. You gain 2 boldness and 1 charm. We did it! We kept the facade up and now we're basically part of the LeVay family. Let's take Damien to the meteor shower.
I can do this.
All this fake dating has been fun, but you finally decide to tell Damien your feelings by inviting him to watch the meteor shower together. Hey Nez! What? Oh, I'd actually love to do that! These past few weeks I've realized that fake dating was actually nice. I gotta admit I caught myself thinking about how a real thing would be. And I can't keep living this lie anymore. I think it's time we tell my dads the truth. And so you 2 travel to the depths of hell to face the king and the king of the 8th Circle of Hell. Damien and Cool Josh, what a pleasant surprise! What are you 2 doing down here? Has something happened? Actually, I have something to confess. This is not Cool Josh, his name is Nez. I lied about dating Cool Josh at first and I felt embarrassed, so I asked Nez here to pretend to be Cool Josh. But now we're going on a date, and I thought it was good to tell you who he really is, in case we make plans together again. Damien. We always knew. What? Of course, sweetie, you told us Cool Josh was a weird pelican, and well, Nez is not much of a pelican, is he? So we turned to the internet and found out about this thing all young people seem to love now. Fake dating into real dating.
We didn't know about it during our generation, but we figured if this is what makes Damien happy, then we're on board.
We even did some research by reading some fanfics to understand the whole thing better.
We even came up with some funny fake scenarios to make it a very good fake dating into real dating scenario.
So wait, you were just playing along and threatening us for fun?
How'd we do?
Dads! But to be honest, it was kind of fun. Hey, we're fun dads. Dads!
Proud to be
Damien and his
Revenge.
dad's hug. Now this is a beautiful thing to see, accepting loving parenthood. You end up going to the meteor shower with Damien, it's sweet and simple, as if you're starting your relationship all over again. So this time, you just hold hands and bask in the vastness of the starry night. You'll go on dating, you'll meet his dads many more times, and to this day, they still refer to you as Cool Josh, as an in-joke for the four of you have. It fills you with warmth to become such a part of a hellishly wonderful family.
Hey, there we go. That was super wholesome. I love that ending. We're technically now part of the LeVay family. Now the only thing left to be part of the family is to get married. Aha! And before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a consolation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night. Feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start.
And there we go, that was Damien's Flask Genie secret ending. That was super wholesome. And if you friendos also enjoy that run of Monster Camp, leave your comments down below, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to always stay up to date with our videos. Until our next episode, my name is Nezeru, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye friendos!